What is going on, guys? My name is Brucey. Welcome back to another video. Before I start this video today, if you end up enjoying it, consider subscribing. It's free. You can always unsubscribe. So today I'm going to teach you guys how to start a vending machine business. Now I know I've done a previous video on this, but it's not the same. In this video I'll be giving you guys a step-by-step guide on how to actually start a vending machine business. Whereas on my other video I sort of answered just your guys' general questions. The most common questions I get, I sort of answered. So if you guys want to see that video, click here. No, click here. Somewhere, click somewhere, there'll be a pop-up. So let's get right into it. So before you guys start your vending machine business, you have to consider, is there a demand in your area for vending machines? So just think about all the local businesses, all the local pubs, all the local bars, all the local play centres, shops, anything, and just think, are the vending machines in there, and is there a possibility you could put one in there? So the first step is buying your machines. One of the first things you have to consider when you're buying your machines is you need to actually think about what machines will suit your area. So obviously you can buy different brands of small sweep machines, so like Tubbs, Beaver, Eagle, toy machines, full line vending machines, crane machines. There's all sorts of different things, and like I say, it'll sort of depend on what your market is. So if there's sort of a lot of play centres in your area with no machines, then sweep machines are probably the best. And if you know there's locations that will have more adults in the area, then you want to look into more, say, crane machines or full line vending machines. So when you know what sort of machines you want and sort of what locations they're going to be going in, you've got to decide whether you want to buy them second hand or brand new. Again, I've said this in previous videos, but there's positive and negatives to being a brand new machine or a used machine. Buying a brand new machine, you'll get, say, a warranty, guarantee, and obviously the machines will be a lot more reliable. But the downside to that is they'll be a hell of a lot more expensive than a pre-owned used machine. Me personally, I have 9 Tubbs machines which I bought for £510 in the end, which if you do the maths, that's about £57 per machine, which is pretty good for a Tubbs machine. But like I say, when you get a used machine, there's more chance that they'll break, they're not as reliable, you won't get a warranty with it, so there's sort of positives and negatives to both. Me personally, I've got used machines, but there's no right or wrong really. It totally depends on how much money you have and what you think the right decision will be. Obviously buying brand new machines is self-explanatory. Depending on what machine you want, you can just buy straight from the supplier, brand new, not a problem. If you're buying used machines, then there's plenty of websites you can look on. eBay, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree, Shpock. There's all sorts of different websites you can go on. Just check regularly. Honestly, I'd say check daily, every other day, for deals, and just try and get in there. And like I say, you'll come across deals like mine, £57 per machine, which is, in my opinion, a pretty good steal. So once you have your machines, the second step is buying product. So depending on what machine you choose would depend on the product. So using me as an example, I have Tubbs machines. So for my Tubbs machines, I buy products from Tubbs themselves, but there are other suppliers. The difference being is, I've been speaking to a lot of other people with vending businesses, and like I say, I stick with Tubbs machines and Tubbs product, but there are other suppliers that will supply cheaper product. The difference being is, Tubbs products are actually, they're a bit more expensive, but the quality is a lot better. Whereas the cheaper non-brand product is, like I say, it's cheaper, but it's not as good quality. So again, there's no right or wrong. You can either go with Tubbs brands or you can go with other different brands which are cheaper. Again, it depends on what money you have. I don't think it'll make a massive difference to sales, but I stick to more quality rather than quantity, I guess. So now you have your machines and product to go with it. So the third step is buying any extras. So for me, for example, when I bought my Tubbs machines, there was a few parts missing in the actual machines, so I had to sort of go on eBay and go to Tubbs themselves and get extra parts to fit my machines and sort of fix them up. Other extra things I bought were a lock and key and bike chain, sort of just to keep the machine, because the machines are quite light, so it's to fix the machines in place, and you can tie them to tables, you can tie them to radiators. It's just to keep it in place so no one steals it, and I think you can make that judgment depending on what the location is like. And sort of what sort of customers go there. Also an extra purchase, this is sort of a preference for me, but it doesn't really matter. I spent £120 on, I think it was £120 on shelving for my, just for my machines and for my my parts and product. Now, like I say, it's not a big deal this, you don't have to spend this sort of money, this is just because I've chosen to, just to get it a bit neater. But to be honest, you can just have the boxes lying in the corner and you can have the machines lying in the corner, it's not a big deal. But like I say, if you want to have a bit more organisation, then I would say it's worth investing in some shelving. So the next step is keeping track of your finances. So me personally, I use Excel on Google Drive, and it's sort of just to keep track of my receipts and everything I spend. So like I say, the machines, the spare parts, the lock and key, the product, the chains, like I say, the shelving units, just absolutely everything you spend to do with the business, just note down. I would say it's worth noting down so you sort of know how much in the minus you are, if that makes any sense. Like I say, I list all my expenses on my computer, but I also keep the receipts just so I know how much I've actually spent on the business. So now you have everything in place, ready to go. So the next step is finding locations for your business. So like I say, I've answered a lot of questions regarding this, but if you guys haven't seen my Q&A, click on the link and check out my Q&A, and I'll answer all the common questions you guys normally ask. But like I say, what I normally do is I message companies through Facebook. You can do it on any sort of social media, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It depends what sort of social media the company actually has. The reason that I message people through social media is because, like I say, I'm socially awkward, and it just helps you avoid speaking to the people face to face and sort of getting rejections. It's not a big deal. Getting rejections is one of the most important things in business. Without failure, you can't learn from your mistakes. I think the biggest thing for me is the fact that it saves a lot of time. I can message, say, 10 companies in about 20 minutes, and I can put more time towards my other ventures. But like I say, if you're specifically just trying to do vending, then it's probably worth actually speaking to them if you have the confidence. So I would recommend going to the actual companies face to face and speaking to them, because it's a better success rate really, and it's more of a personal level, so you can sort of, they can gauge where you're at. But like I say, I message them through social media. The success rate isn't as good, but it saves a lot of time for me personally. One extra thing you can do is speak to your family and friends and see if they have a business, or if they know of someone that has a business that will accept your machines. If you ask people you already know, then it just saves you a lot of time and a lot of stress really. Congratulations, you now have your machines on location making you passive income. Great, but there are a few things you have to remember while in the business. It's always worth expanding. Like I say, I message companies through Facebook, so I try and sort of do it I try and message about 10 companies a day. So try and keep on top of it and contact companies as much as you can to expand your business as fast as you can. Make sure to regularly update your finances so you know where you stand with money. So when you actually visit your machines on location, you need to remember to test them every time to make sure they're working and that people can actually buy your product. Because if your machines aren't working, then you're not earning money. Remember to keep track of the product you have at home and also the expiry date. You don't want to run low on product, and even worse, you don't want mouldy product. So I hope this step-by-step video actually helped, and it gives you guys an insight on how to actually start a vending machine business. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider subscribing. Like I said before, it's free. You can always unsubscribe. And if you guys have any questions, comment down below and I'll answer as many as I can. Also check out my Q&A where I answered the most common questions you guys actually asked me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.